Hey everybody, my name is Tanisha Davis and I just made the switch over from Keller Williams to EXP. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the primary differences between revenue share and profit share. So this is based off of my own experience, my own research of what I found. So if there are any discrepancies, my apologies, but I'm hoping this will give you a general overview. So jumping right into things, I'm going to use an example. So as an agent, let's say I bring in $10,000 of commission to the brokerage. So I, with Keller Williams, would be on a 7/30 split until I cap, which means I would contribute 30% of my commission to the brokerage, which in this case would be $3,000. If you don't know what that means, check out my other video. I talk about splits, I talk about caps and the differences between the two with Keller Williams and EXP. On EXP side, if I bring in that same $10,000, I am on an 80-20 split. So the 20% that I would contribute to the brokerage would be $2,000. So this here, any money coming in is considered revenue. And with EXP, the revenue is being shared with 7 different layers. So jumping into this, if I were to bring someone over to EXP and they were to name me as their sponsor, they would be on my level 1, which means if they brought in this $10,000 commission check, I would be getting 3.5% of it, which would be $350. If that person brought a friend, they would be on my level 2, which means if they did that same transaction, I would be at 4% of that, which would be $400. So there's a little bit more that goes into this, and I'm going to do a separate video that's breaking down revenue share in detail. But from a high level overview, any revenue coming into the company is going to have that 20% split until that agent caps. That 20% is going to be broken down and distributed to those who are responsible for bringing them over to the company. Now, with Keller Williams, we have a similar model in that we're sharing what's coming into the company with 7 different layers, but this is based off of the profit. So I looked up Gene Frederick's breakdown of the brokerage and illustrated it here. So Keller Williams is an international company. They have offices all over the world. Each of those offices are franchises, and they're all owned and operated completely independently from each other. And within those offices, you're gonna have managers, you're gonna have recruiters that go out and find us, the agent, here at the bottom. So whenever you bring in an income check to the company, these recruiters and managers are gonna have a fee. There's a franchise fee, and it's gonna go all the way up until we now have our profit. And whatever money is left after paying these fees is going over back to the agent, breaking down in those 7 layers. So I found a video by Mike, who's the director of growth over at Keller Williams. And a lot of this is going over my head. So I'm just going to repeat what I learned from him in a short version. So within a year, he said there was $150,000 of income coming in. And for their office expenses was $90,000, so about 60%. And so after that is paid, you would have $60,000 of office profit. And he had said that 50% of that is going to go to a profit sharing pool. And that profit sharing pool in this example is going to be $30,000. And he talked about a formula that would calculate whatever the total amount was that the agent had contributed to figure out what their percentage is towards this profit sharing pool. And whatever percentage they were responsible for would be multiplied to this dollar amount, which would give them a number here, a dollar amount, which would then be allocated to these 7 different layers. So in his example, it was 2% profit agent contribution, and which would be $600. So I have no clue what that 2% is contribution total in comparison to that profit share. But again, the main difference and reason for this video is to illustrate the differences between the two. So if we're looking at profit share versus revenue share, with EXP, it's a cloud-based brokerage, it's worldwide, there are no layers, it goes directly to the company. So anytime money comes in here, it's going to be broken down to the agent. There's 20% until they cap, and this is going to go to the 7 different layers that are responsible for bringing this person in. With Keller Williams, you have the same type of plan, but when the money comes in here, you have to take out whatever fees to get your profit. The profit then also has your equation for the agent contribution, and whatever percent that is the total amount, which then gets broken down to the 7 layers who are responsible for this agent. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please let me know. My name is Tanisha Davis, and I will put my information in the comments. I'm always happy to help. We'll see you later.